don't want to go there. Like they don't want to delve into the foreign film.
The darkness.
No, they just don't want to get into the, like, maybe they just don't want to read subtitles, but I'm like, fuck.
I have heard a lot of people say the thing is, the one thing that I will say about subtitles, I don't mind it at all. I actually quite enjoy them, but I do have to be like fully focused and concentrated, right? So obviously if it's like an English language film, I can shut off for 2 seconds and not lose the plot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if it's a foreign language film, like any second, like even if I get like a text message that I look at or anything, it's like I have to pause the movie for sure because like I'll lose what's going on. So that's one. I get where some people come from and they're like, oh, I don't like reading subtitles, but at the same time, like if you have the option to,
are you really that lazy?
Exactly. Well, like exactly. And then also, like, I don't know about you, but have you ever had the like where it's a movie where it's like subtitle or dubbed, and the dubbed versions are so bad.
I refuse to watch anything that's dubbed. If it's dubbed, there's no way I am watching it. Like, unless that is the only option.
Exactly.
Like, I cannot.
It's the worst.
It's so bad. But yeah, dubbed films, I just can't. It just sounds really awkward, and I'm like, and like it just takes away the original like emotion, and like sometimes the person that dubs, like whoever 100%. The actress or the dubbing people, their voices just don't match the character, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, exactly. So the funny thing is about that. So Money Heist on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
So I've always watched the Spanish version with the subtitles, like I always do, right? And I don't know what happened. I can't remember if I was at somebody's house or like something, and we went into the Netflix and it went straight for the English version. Yeah. I didn't notice right away. Well, I did notice, and all of a sudden I was like, what is going on? And it like ruined it for me. I was like, I can't watch it like this because all of the actors, their voices were different than the original people. And like, I hated it. I was like, no, this is wrong.
Yeah, that's so funny because the exact same thing happened to me with the same show, Money Heist.
Yeah.
Because I was watching that, which by the way, guys, if you haven't seen Money Heist, you must watch it.
Oh, definitely watch it. 100%.
It's called La Casa de Papel. Am I saying it right, Daniel?
Rose, muy bien.
Oh, muy bien. So yeah, it's on Netflix. Anyways, it's a Spanish show. And I remember, I think it was like the second season. I can't remember. I started watching it in some other TV, and it was like, it was initially, I was hearing English. I was like, this, I was like, what I was like, what's going on? I was like, this is so weird. And the voice just did not match. And I'm just like, no. We need to stop. It was like so cringy almost. It was like,
Exactly. So for those of you listeners, I mean, because there's probably people out there that have just always gone for the dub version because they don't know. You know what I mean? They're just like, whatever. Honestly, try watching the subtitled versions because it just, the emotion, the characters, because it's the person's voice, right? It's that person's voice, which it means a lot to like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like when they're exuding emotion and stuff, that transludes or trans something language, right? Like you can get emotion from somebody without understanding what they're saying exactly. So I think it's like, it's so powerful. And then obviously you'll have the subtitles so you understand what's going on. So like highly recommend it. So just try it once. I mean, if you hate it, whatever. That's
fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough. But like,
I mean,
just give it a try.
Dubbing artists, dubbing people need jobs too, I guess. So
this is very true. And I don't, to be honest, the dubbing industry is never going away. I mean, that's not going to happen. But like,
I mean, there are people that maybe they have trouble reading or
Exactly.
So fair enough. I get it. Like I see why it's there, and I see why it should be there. But if I had the choice, I would definitely not choose the dubbing.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. And plus, like you said, on one hand, it is a bad thing that, you always have to be concentrated on the screen. But on the other hand, it's a good thing that you have to be concentrated on the screen because we're constantly sometimes, I feel like we have very low attention spans. Yeah. We're always like looking at something else. We're always like, I'm always checking my phone when I'm watching TV or like sometimes I just like want to actually be present and actually be mindful of what I'm doing at that moment. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that's very true. That's a really good point. And I think also for especially some of the foreign films and foreign TV shows I've watched, that's so important. Like look at La Casa de Papel. Like that's a show that you need 100% attention. Like honestly, if you haven't watched it, highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. Honestly, like you will get gripped after the first episode. It's just like this show that draws you in, and it's just so well done. Like it's just... It's one of the best TV shows I've seen in a while, to be honest. Like
it's so good.
Oh,